Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome. How's it going? Copy, 1, 2, 3. There we go. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a Monday live stream. Now, we typically do a Monday live stream, but I'm missing some people today. So we're going to do a chill live stream. Taz has some weather problems. Ben has some family personal issues he's dealing with this week. So we're going to be chilling. We're going to be chatting with you wonderful folks. Sometimes his haircut looks good. Sometimes it looks a little crazy. I think we're leaning on crazy today. But hope everyone is doing well. We're going to be playing some Dreamlight Valley. If you're like, hey, I thought that's what the second channel was for. The second channel was being weird. I have to wait 24 hours to stream over there. So I was expecting it to be on a gaming channel. Me too. Me freaking too. Actually, I was gonna do both because I was like, oh, I was supposed to do a stream on here anyway. Plus, there's like new stuff I want to talk about. What up, Jeffrey? I changed the format. I don't like this little format for freaking for the comments. Let me change the style. Give me 1 second, guys. Is it under banners or under media? Where is it? Style, I think. Oh, there we go. Don't forget to like. Yes, like the stream if you could. That's always nice. Thank you, Jeffrey. Some music on. Some classic channel intro stuff. What's going on? What's good people? What is good, Harrison? How's it going? Naruto's in the chat saying hello. Hello, buddy. How's it going? Hey, Noah's in the house. What's going on, Noah? Is that too loud? Should I turn that down a little bit? Just a little bit. We're gonna chill. We're gonna hang out. Hello, Noah. I hope you're doing well, friend. Darren, what did you think of One Piece Season 2? I liked it. I liked it a lot, actually. I really enjoyed it. I didn't think it was like a perfect season. And it's interesting watching the show, knowing it's like an adaptation of a thing. And so like I keep wondering, being like, I wonder what the anime did. I wonder what they did here. And I will say, like, there's a lot that happened this season that you can tell feels like a portion of what was there originally that they clearly just cut for time and stuff. So I'm really excited to tackle the next like 70 episodes of the anime. What up, Short Car? What's going on? Was Deep Jungle just the two worlds? I'm sorry, was Deep Jungle the 2-star world, Darren? I think maybe Hercules was like, I actually don't know because I couldn't access the 1-star world for some reason. But yeah, no, and I'll film that later on tonight. I started the Tarzan world, but I haven't gone back to finish it yet. Speaking of Disney, though, we got some more Disney Dreamlight Valley action going on here. This is my perfect, like, just don't think about it. Like, I can just kind of wander around and do my stuff while I talk to you guys. So, that's kind of the vibe today. That's kind of the vibe we're going with today. Me and Naruto were chatting, and we think you did the worlds out of order, LOL. I would not doubt it. I would not doubt it at all. I think I did like 2 and then 3. I think Hercules was 2 and it was too hard, but Tarzan's 3, but it won't let me access World 1. I don't know. It's weird. Predictions for Brand New Day. Oh, that's fun. Well, I predict we're getting a trailer on Wednesday. Wink, wink. Or tomorrow, either or. It's kind of been up in the air which one it's going to be. Most likely a trailer this week, though. Predictions, though? I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to say. I have a lot of predictions. I have a lot of things it could be. I'm curious to see where we go with that movie. I'm pretty optimistic about Brand New Day, though. I'm pretty optimistic that it's going to be a solid movie. Any particular things you want me to talk about with that? I feel like it's such a large movie. I'm anticipating Hulk being back. I think we're going to bring back full-on Rageful Hulk. I'm really curious about the dynamic between Peter and Punisher. I think that's going to be interesting. But I am excited to get that trailer to just fully do it. Or get a good vibe of it or whatever. One Piece, super fun. Definitely one of my favorite anime adaptations to live action. Okay, that's an interesting question. I was thinking about this today. I might make a TikTok about it. But what is everyone's favorite live action adaptation of a thing? Is there an adaptation where this is the best adaptation from animation to live action? I thought the trailer was tomorrow. That's what it originally was, and then sources said yesterday it's Wednesday. So World 1 is where I started. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I'm hyped for Michael and Mando. At first I thought you meant that was as in that's one movie. I was like, what's Michael Mando? No, that's fun. I did really enjoy the Mandalorian stuff last night. That was fun. Okay, we're just gonna do some royal tasks, because why not? What up, Draven? This man called me 3 times today, by the way, guys. Shout out to Draven. we were playing a little bit of phone tag today. What do you think will be? Do you think we'll find out these things in the trailer? Do you think she's Jean Grey? That's interesting. Do I think she's Jean Grey? 50-50. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I haven't made up my mind yet. It's kind of looking like that. It does feel like all the sources are Jean Grey. But I don't know. It could be. I also think it'd be a little weird if it was, though. I don't know. I kind of think it's stupid if she is, if she is Jean Grey. But I also feel like I would come around on it. I feel like they would convince me, but oh, actually, it does work. So, where's my companion at? Are you a companion? I think you are. Okay, that works. Who would you cast as an X-Men characters? In terms of actors, I personally want all relatively new actors. I don't want it to be a lot of people I already know. Not saying that there can't be any knowing actors. If Sadie Sink once ends up being Jean Grey, I think that's a relatively fine name. And actually, I think that kind of works to have okay, one of them people know, but relatively, I want them all to be young, new actors who don't have a huge resume around them. Especially since they are, I assume, supposed to be kids in this continuity. So, but we'll see. I mean, Scorpion actor. Oh, I'm stupid. I thought you meant you're excited for Michael the movie and Mandalorian. I'm sorry, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. That makes a lot more sense just the way it's worded. Yes, I'm really excited for Scorpion to come back. That's pretty exciting. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I met Scorpion, Michael Mando. I think that's his name. Also hyped for Star Wars new Maul trailer. I did see there's a new Darth Maul trailer today. I didn't watch it. I don't even know if I'm gonna watch Darth Maul. Sorry. Because I still need to watch Clone Wars and Rebels and stuff. I know you guys are like really on me about binging Clone Wars and Rebels before in what 3 weeks. Chat, I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think Clone Wars is gonna happen in time. I'd like to have Sholo from Cobra Kai play Nightcrawler. Ooh. Okay, I can see it. He's gonna be in what is it? One Piece season 3 next season. So that's pretty cool. Okay, have a daily discussion. I can get that done. Aladdin's right here. Look at that. That's fun. Jungle Book live action, probably my favorite Disney live action adaptation. That's up there for me as well. I thought Jungle Book was pretty damn good. All right, Aladdin. There we go. Thank you, buddy. See you later. I'll just do these tasks. Top 3 adaptations from anime to live action. One Piece, Yu Yu Hakusho, and Death Note. Okay, I've seen one of those 3. Mainly because One Piece is the only anime I've ever started, I guess. That's not true. I've seen a little tiny itty bitty bit of the original Dragon Ball. I've seen a little bit of that. I need to see the Yu Yu Hakusho. Sorry, Yu Yu show. Love the original. I started adding things that weren't really there. Okay, what else can we do? Harvest vegetables. We can do that. Okay, so looked it up. The world that you're supposed to go next to is the one next to the jungle. Okay, I'll look into it. I'm gonna keep trying for Deep Jungle, but we'll see. I'll look at it tonight because I didn't see it. The only ones I saw. Oh my goodness! Look at all these dried up pumpkins I have to go in. I only saw the 2, but maybe I was looking at the wrong place. Now that we have some kind of confirmation, it's still being worked on. Are you excited for the Booster Gold show? Heck yeah, I'm excited. That was my most anticipated out of that like original announcement they made. I was one of those people that really wanted the Legends of Tomorrow like Booster Gold spinoff. I was really excited to see what they were going to do in like season 8. And that's just never going to happen. Obviously never going to happen. But I'm excited to see what they do with it. I'm curious to get an actual casting for that eventually. How would we feel if they showed up in like Man of Tomorrow? Would that work at all? Booster Gold, the greatest hero you've never heard of. I think Booster Gold is a hit waiting to happen. I think Booster Gold would work so well in like today's age. I think that could be this like shrinking Ted Lasso-esque show that's like a comedy, but it's like really deep and emotional. It has these like really great themes and ideas. I'm pulling for Shane Top for Booster Gold. Dude, I'm still on my Shane Top Booster Gold arc as well. It's not going to happen, but man, would he be great. And what just a win that would be for just that community. Well, you've never read a Booster Gold comic. I don't think so, actually. I think I've read comics with him in it, though. I'm more familiar with Booster kind of with the other characters he's surrounded by. Like, I really like him in Justice League. Wasn't he in Justice League? I'm pretty sure he was. Avatar is close enough. Yeah, I know, but I know people get pissed when you say Avatar is like an anime. Like if we include Avatar, I have to count like Bakugan and Pokemon as well. And I know they're technically not anime, just like anime inspired. Speaking of which, we got those Avatar pictures this week, which was pretty hype. The live action, not so good. They didn't do it justice. They tried to adapt an arc from the show without doing origins. He wasn't Justice League Unlimited. What are you talking about there, Jeffrey? Which live action's not so good? Which one are we referring to there? But if you're Yu Yu Hakusho, okay, cool. I've heard a lot about that anime. I've heard a lot about it. Heard a lot about it. Know nothing about it though. Booster Gold's equivalent to World's Greatest Detective is the greatest hero. Yeah, no, look, I know the main premise of Booster Gold. I know like the main beats of like he goes back in time to be relevant with like tomorrow's tech. Is kind of the pitch I've heard, which I think is a great template for just like a TV show, which is why I'm so excited, especially in an age that's filled with like so much like social media and like influencers. Like I feel like the Booster Gold story is low key a little bit above its time, a little bit, which I think is fun. Especially in a world that seems like so established already. I think it's a funny idea to be like coming back to the past to feel impressive and cool and awesome, but no one really cares because you already have your Superman and Batman and Wonder Womans and stuff. Some of those we haven't seen yet, but I assume they're active out there. I assume they're active. It is taking a minute to water these damn flowers. Big W, Michael B. Jordan, happy he won. Was a stacked field. I really enjoyed the Oscars last night, guys. I was very pleasantly surprised for the most part. I know there's some discourse in the air of like who should have won what and whatnot, but I thought it was a pretty good show. I thought the bits were funnier than they typically are. I think Conan did a fantastic job. I think most of the winners were deserved wins. Would I have liked maybe Sinners to have won like maybe one more project? Kind of. I don't know. I was kind of really rooting for Ryan Coogler to win Best Director. And also just like, I don't know. Kind of was rooting for Sinners for Movie of the Year as well. But you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. It was a great show. And I think Michael B. Jordan won what was the most important award of the night, which was leading actor. Like that's, I think, the one we were all kind of aiming for anyway. And so I think the fact that he won it deserved. And I think that's the moment of the night. Like that's the thing people are talking about more than one battle winning for Best Picture. Nerd, I feel sorry for you. At least you are watching the anime now. Who's your fan cast for Booster Gold? Mine's Alan Richardson. Yeah, like as silly as it sounds, low key Shane Top from Smosh. Like it's not gonna happen, but like look at Shane Top's energy and his look, and is like, yeah, that's kind of Booster Gold. I kind of think it works. Did you see someone at the Academy said next year they might separate live stream for acceptance speech and not have them happen on the main show? Wait, what? Did you see someone at the Academy said next year they might separate live stream for acceptance speech? I do think they should, like... I do think there needs to be a change in how they format it, though, because this year had some horrendous cutoffs, mainly from the K-pop Demon Hunter crew. That happened to them 2 separate times, where they started to get played off or interrupted before their time was up. And I could understand if they were on stage for a couple minutes, they needed to speed it up. But especially the first one, when they won for Best Animated Movie, arguably one of the biggest awards of the night, in my opinion. Not the biggest, but one of the biggest. They got, 30 seconds on stage and they were played off? Which is just ridiculous, in my opinion. Just ridiculous. Oh yeah, I still need to harvest. I was so busy trying to grow back my pumpkin. Oh no, my game's lagging already. Who would you have as the Flash in James Gunn DCU? Would you do a Wally West Flash or Barry Allen? Both. I would start with Wally. I'm sorry. I would start with Barry, but he's an older Barry, which kind of lines up with what we're doing in the DCU anyway. Like, we're doing a more established DC universe. Because I want to see the full journey of Wally West. I want him as Kid Flash first. But yeah, have Barry Allen. He's in his 40s, maybe early 50s. Have him run through, pun intended, through Chapter 1. He can die at the end, and then Wally has to take over. I think would be cool. Which again, like that lines up with kind of like what the DCU is doing so far anyway, though. Like, we have like a Hal Jordan who is in his 50s or 60s. Bruce Wayne is going to have Damian Wayne, so he's most likely in his 40s or 50s. I don't know. It's hard to tell for like some of the other ones, but like, I don't know. Like, this is again a very... Well, let me get rid of some of this shit. I should have done this before I went live. But I don't know. Again, this is like a very established world, so I think that'd be cool. Oh, the lag is for real, man. The lag is real. They would give their acceptance speech on a live backstage so the main show can keep moving. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna get your dream pretty soon, Noah, because Jon Stewart has Lanterns this year, and then he will be appearing in Man of Tomorrow next year, which Hawkgirl is also in. So, just yeah, you're gonna have a lot of Jon Stewart action over these next couple years. Yes, sir. Hype in the chat. Yeah, no, that news also came out this week that Jon Stewart will be Man of Tomorrow, which cool stuff. I thought it was kind of assumed. I was actually shocked how many people were surprised, because he did comment under the Man of Tomorrow account when that was announced, and so I kind of took that as oh yeah, So we're probably getting, I don't know, I just assumed, like, oh yeah, that's him confirming he's in Man of Tomorrow. But, you know, that's just me, I guess. But that's fun. That's exciting. I think that kind of confirms, not confirms, and again, I don't think it's going to be like a Thunderbolt situation, but I do think Man of Tomorrow is like a makeshift Justice League movie, or at least team-up movie. Like, we have Superman, we have Hawkgirl, we have Jon Stewart. Those are already 3 of the, like, animated Justice League lineups. Not to mention, I think Supergirl will probably be in it. It's rumored Peacemaker might be involved. Like, I don't know. It's all lining up for me. It's all starting to make a little bit more sense. I mean, to be fair, I think everyone associated the DCU comment on that post. I think everyone associated with DC commented on that post. Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's the way, like, both, I forget the actor's name, but him and Isabella commented on it. It was like, okay, it seems like they're involved. But, like, you're right, like Grant Gustin also commented under that page, which is like, okay, so should we assume Grant Gustin's in Man of Tomorrow? But yeah, that's fair. How did you feel about the season 2 finale of Peacemaker? I wasn't the hugest fan of Peacemaker season 2. It wasn't bad. But I think it was really messy towards the end there. You called the team up ages ago. I said that shit back when it was announced. This summer, right? That's when it was announced, during the summer? No. Fall. Yeah. Do you think they wrapped up the hardcore romance in a weird, fast way? I think the entire, like, last 3 episodes were paced weird. It felt like we were at, like, a mid-season point. And they were like, oh, it's time to go home. Let's wrap this up. I think James was probably overworked with Superman. But not according to him, because it's like his favorite thing he's ever done, apparently. So, I don't know. I didn't hate it, but I think it could have been a lot better, personally. Okay. Plant 5 vegetables. Well, I should have collected it first, then. What if Grant Gustin is in Man of Tomorrow, but he's Booster Gold? LOL. I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't be mad. Not my top choice for Booster Gold, but I'm not opposed to it, I suppose. One Piece Season 3 is likely the first season that will only cover one island. It's going to be interesting. Ooh. Interesting. Now, that one island, how many episodes is that? Like, if you were to guess, how many episodes do you think Season 3 will cover? What am I doing? Am I supposed to plant something? I can do that. Do you think the hype behind Batman Part 2 is deader than Gwen Stacy at the end of that god-awful sequel? Jesus. No, there's just nothing to be hyped for currently. Like, once we actually start filming and stuff, then the hype will probably come back. It's Batman. Batman's fine. They'll make their money either way. But yeah, like, once... I'm not currently hyped, but that's just because, like, I'd prefer it with Brave and the Bold at this point. And again, like we've been talking about, it's coming out next year for like 5 years, so I don't know. We'll get there though. If I could only pick one casting to bring the DCU from the Arrowverse, I think it'd be John Ship as Jay Garrick. That's a good choice. Mine's Matt Ryan. As much as I'd love to see Grant come back, it's like Matt Ryan, I think, should just play Constantine until he dies. Truly, like I think he should just That wasn't a threat, but like I want him to play that character for the rest of his life, or as long as he can, because he is just too perfect, in my opinion. Do I get that, or I need one? But Jarmusch's ship is not a. Oh, I need to plant vegetables. I wasted that. God damn it. That's disappointing. It's 93 through 130. Okay. So that's a good benchmark. I'm actually going to screenshot that and be like, okay, this is where I need to watch till. This is at the very least where I need to make it. That's interesting. Oh, I think I did too many. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 to minutes. Gotcha. Do you think James Gunn will face pressure to use Matt Reeves' Batman even though he published? No. He has been on the record way too many times being like, we want separate things. Separate universes, separate Batmans. They would literally have to like scratch everything that they have said about Batman in the DCU. If they wanted to do that, they would have had to have done that a while ago, I think. Not that I'm completely against the concept of it, because I said, like, at the very start, I was fine either direction. If they wanted to merge it or keep it separate. I just want Brave and the Bold in the next decade. I don't know. I have a feeling we're probably not getting Brave and the Bold until at least 2030. And I feel like that's almost being generous at this point. I would probably transfer OG Wildcat that was in Stargirl for 10 seconds of screen time. Or Matt Lesher. Matt Lesher's pretty great as Thawne. Okay, we got any fruit we can sell? We do. Okay. Oh, the lag be crazy though. The lag be crazy. Okay. I think it was only 4, but we'll do 5 just to be safe. So. Oh. 4 Night Thorns? That's cool. I will say I am excited to get back into some if any of my One Piece people are still in here. I'm really excited to hop back into the anime now that I've finished season 2. Like I have such a newfound excitement to hop back into that. Okay, can I get these? Can I get these? Can I get these? The game's lagging, so I don't know if I will make it. No. Okay. Predicting the far future for the DCU or any WB property right now feels almost pointless unless it's going to change with the Paramount merger. Yeah, it's tough. I think right now we have to just go under the assumption that nothing will change, just because that's how we kind of have to do it. We kind of have to look at it pretending like nothing is going to change, and then when it does change, we have to readjust our expectations. But yeah, I've talked about it. I actually don't know if I've talked about it on this channel yet. I think it's mainly just been ranting over on Eric's channel every week, but I am just so disappointed with the Paramount merger. I think that is just such a bad decision. Not for Paramount necessarily, I guess, but just for the industry as a whole. And I think it's in everyone's best interest that they don't. I guess outside of the people behind Paramount and like the political people involved. But besides them, it's just not good for anybody right now. But, you know. I'm not happy with it. Project Hail Mary is this week. Fire emoji. Did you end up finishing the book, Darren? No. Good gosh, I read about 2 hours today. I read about 2 hours today, and I still have. Let me look. I am on chapter. I have 10 hours left of Project Hail Mary. I'm on chapter 9. But guys, it's so good. It is. If you have not read the book yet and you want to see the movie, I really think y'all should watch or read the book. It is so good. Or listen to the book. I'd recommend listening to it because it is just fantastic. It is brilliant. It's really, really good. What does your average YouTube recommend feed look like? I don't look at my recommended feed too much. Mine, I think my feed is pretty great and just predicting what I want. I don't know. I just follow so much of my friends on YouTube, and I don't know. I think my algorithm kind of knows the main channels I like to watch, and it kind of sticks to that. Are you going to get the Bugs Bunny Fortnite skin? I usually like to get the battle passes. Oh yeah, I think that from what I heard, that one gets a battle pass, and then Daffy and Lola you have to buy. So I probably won't buy any, but if they're in the battle pass, I will get them. I'm just gonna do something. I'm just give myself gloves and call it a day. What up, Tony? Tony Robbins in the house. How's it going, man? Recognize you from some of the other shows we watch. Eric's, I think, and Party Nation. I'm pretty sure. It's great to see you. Thanks for hopping in. Filming for One Piece Season 3 started in November last year. Is expected to wrap in June, so fingers crossed. That's exciting. That is really, really cool. I'm excited that they're going to have a better. I don't know. The last one took so long to get out, and I think I think a big opponent to that was the writer's strike. So I don't know. I think they're going to get seasons out a lot quicker. That's exciting. Oh yeah, we did that one. Literally one of my favorite books I've ever read and listened to. It's so good. It is so good. I kind of hate I'm rushed to finish it because I do want to see Project Hail Mary this week. So I do think I want to rush to finish it. But it is as someone who hasn't read a lot of books, it's up there. It is really, really good. What up, Gamer18AJ? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Take my name. I don't know what that means, but I'm okay personally, but thanks for the offer. Sweets will be using the Lola skin for sure. I'm worried about what people are going to do with the Lola skin. It's giving Mrs. Incredible a little bit. Oh, you can sell more fruits. We can do that. I will support you. Well, thank you. That's very nice. One Piece seems to be a very heavy special effects show. I would understand that. I'm also okay. I think a year and a half for some of these big shows is fine. I know some people need it to be out every 8 months for a new season of TV, but also and I know I'm a big hypocrite because I literally just said I want these seasons to get out faster, but I think a year and a half is a nice decent time. I get these shows have a bigger cast now, bigger crew, special effects and stuff are a lot more of a thing in a lot of these shows. So I think a year and a half is a decent amount. I think if you're going past a year and a half, then I'm kind of okay, all right, it's getting up there in time and age and stuff. But like we've talked about before, it seems like most of the studios is all in agreement that we want to get seasons out faster, and get seasons out quicker. So I don't know. Like Invincible is going to be yearly or trying to be yearly. Who else wants to be out yearly? I mean, I think The Boys has put out a season a year pretty well. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, X-Men 97. I think Dexter will probably be every year and a half, which is cool. What else did they want to do yearly? Percy Jackson's doing yearly. Shout out to Percy Jackson. They're working really hard. Shows like The Pit, Dexter, Daredevil should be yearly. I'm fine with shows like One Piece. I almost said How to Train Your Dragon. House of the Dragon taking a bit longer. I would agree with that. Yeah. Shout outs to the one actress in One Piece who did the body transformation in between seasons. That was sick. That was awesome. Shout out to her for real. They could have like easily like recasted, but I really appreciate. I wonder like who approached it. If like the actress was like, I really want to keep playing the character, especially for how little of a presence she has. I don't know if she ever comes back or whatever. I don't know the anime very well, but like she's in like 10 minutes, if that, of an episode. So shout out, what a great commitment. I think that's just so impressive. We can all learn a thing or two from her. Buy seeds from Forgotten Lands. I can do that. We can do that. That's easy as pie. Man, StreamYard always likes to lag my game, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Anything else from the thumbnail we haven't talked about yet? What was in the thumbnail? Oscars we talked about. Green Lanterns we talked about. One Piece we talked about. Okay, we're good. It's kind of fun knowing that One Piece canon, everything from episode 1 through 400 takes place in a year, and it'll take Netflix 10 years to get there. Realistically, how far do we think they're going to make it? Like, realistically, how many seasons will the live action make, do we think? Will they finish, or will they find like a stopping point? I think just as a show, I do think they have to find the One Piece eventually. Like, it'd be weird if they just like stopped halfway through, unless they're canceled. But like, it'd be weird if they're like, all right, we're stopping at episode 500. It's like, wait, we need to see the One Piece. Like, will the live action audience have their own One Piece or whatever? And like, I know that's something that like the anime fans doesn't even have, but eventually they will. So I'm just wondering, like, do they have like an end game in mind? Is what I'm curious about. Or is the logic of like, well, we're just gonna do what we can until it's revealed, and then we can map out the ending or whatever. What am I doing? Buy. I want to buy. How many did I say? I said 15. I'm going to buy 20 just in case. There's no way to cover the whole manga. I can see them doing major jumps over. I think they have to. I'd assume you do these first several seasons pretty close in line. For, if anything, just like nostalgia's sake, like do the first like 200 pretty rigorously, because I feel like that's what the casual audience of One Piece is going to remember the most. And then I feel like you can probably have a little bit more liberty of just like, okay, casual audience probably didn't make it past blank or whatever. That's interesting though. But man, like my whole like TikTok and YouTube, it's all One Piece spoilers, and I've been seeing certain things, and I'm like, oh, I really want to get to like the later anime shit because this looks insane. Are you a Gravity Falls fan? Are you excited for the art book? I am excited for the art book. Do I have? Can I pull it down without like ruining it? Let me see. I actually haven't read it yet, and I hate myself for it because it looks really cool. But I got the Book of Bill that came out, was it last year or 2 years ago? Yeah, I got the Book of Bill, which is just really cool, and I actually had to sit down and like actually read it because it's awesome. But I will say, as excited I am as like for the art book, I think I'm pretty more. I'll say I'm a lot more excited for the Owl House continuation comic we're getting this year in September, and also the Amphibia sequel book or like graphic novel we're getting. I think also this year. So the fact that we're getting Gravity Falls, Amphibia, and Owl House books, that's pretty freaking sick. That's pretty exciting. Oh, the Book of Bill is so good. I need to read it. I need to get on it. I need to read the books I have before I start buying any new books. I see. Oh, I need to buy 50 seeds. Holy shit. I love that trilogy though, man. I love the like Gravity Falls, Owl House, Amphibia trilogy of shit. Just peak. Genuinely just so peak. I don't think Disney Channel will ever reach that level of coolness ever again. Like I genuinely think that might be their peak. Yeah, I guess I can just shoot more Dreamlight stuff. Get that kind of taken care of. Bring 2 gifts. Okay, I can do that. I can do that. Can I get any rewards? Let me move my thing. I can't see it. I only have 75, so I can't get much. The longest arc in One Piece is 180 episodes. If you stick to how they're doing it, larger arcs would take 3 seasons to cover one island. I feel like in that case, like there's no way they do that. Like that arc, I assume they would condense down to 1 season. I would imagine so, at least, but maybe I'm wrong. Bill Cipher, baby. I love Bill Cipher. But yeah, no, that's crazy. That kind of scares me a little bit. Okay, is it a good arc at least, though? Like, when watching that 180 episodes, are you satisfied? Or are you pissed? Being just like, I want to leave this goddamn arc. Because that arc alone is longer than any TV show I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen a show. Well, that's not true. That's not true. I've seen shows with like 200 episodes before. But not many. Have I finished a show with 200 episodes, though? How many did Flash have? Did Flash have 200 episodes? I don't remember. I think they were shy of 200 episodes. Supernatural's up there, but I hadn't quite reached 200 episodes of Supernatural. I don't think I've seen 200 episodes of one particular show. I can't remember though. What are we doing? Oh yeah. Okay. Over here. Oh yeah, bring 2 gifts. Right. Do you think there's a chance we ever get to more Gravity Falls? The creator has gone from never happening to I can't say anything right now when asked. I think never say never. Oh, now my things have become completely blurry. That's just incredible. I'd be curious. I don't know. I think, if Dana Terrace is anything to judge it by, I'd say no, because of how close they are. How close. I mean, they're married, right? Like how anti-Disney Dana Terrace has gone on the record being. I think Disney would have to let him have full creative control. And maybe not full, but like relatively full creative control. I think that's one of his big things. Because like what they put him through, I can do you. What they put him through with Gravity Falls, what they put Dana through with Owl House, like I don't know. I would like it to come back though. I would love for there to be a world where we get some new Gravity Falls. I think it's an incredibly fun world, and I don't know. Bill Cipher made his promise that we'll see him again. We don't know where, we don't know when. So I think it would be pretty awesome. I think that show is pretty above its time, or pretty before its time. And still pretty underrated in my opinion. Like obviously it's a really popular show, but there's still just so many people that just haven't watched it. That was just not their generation of show that are slowly discovering it. Catch 3 Beach from Dazzle Beach. We can do that. We can do that. Dazzle Beach is down here. Oh dear. Yeah, we'll go a little longer. I mean, I think as long as people are chatting, I'm down to go for a bit. As long as it doesn't get too blurry. Gravity Falls and the whole universe did ARGs so well. ARGs. Okay, I can figure this out. No, I don't know ARGs. I don't know that. ARGs. What's that? Let me look. ARGs. Alternate reality? Is that what that means? Yeah, it feels like there's been a shift in how Alex has talked about continuing Gravity Falls after the Book of Bill's success. I think it's possible. I think it's possible. I definitely think it's possible. And actually, I think with like Disney Plus being a thing now, I actually think that's a much better home for Gravity Falls. Like, don't market it as a kid's show, right? Like, I think there's an opportunity there to like market it as like I don't want R-rated Gravity Falls, obviously, but like Gravity Falls was never, in my opinion, necessarily for children. Like, it was always a little darker. They were doing stuff that was like probably like not super healthy for kids. Like, not that it was unhealthy, but like it had to fit into a very, very close regiment. And I don't know, like market it as a more mature show that allows them to do these more creepy things. Like, you have the thing in season the final arc where like he like twists the like deer's head inside out. Like, you like things like that where it's like, oh no, this is not a kid's show. Like, this is a lot more mature. Alternate reality games, yeah, like all the clues. Oh, I gotcha. The like lore stuff. Okay, I gotcha. Gotcha. Book of Bill isn't marketed as a kid's book. I'm pretty sure one of the first pages says it's for mature. See, do that, and like again, it doesn't have to be Disney Channel anymore. Like, they have a platform that you can be like, hey, this isn't for kids. Like, you may have watched it as a kid, but maybe don't show your freaking 5-year-old nephew it or whatever. And again, I'm not saying I want like Rick and Morty for Gravity Falls. That's not what I'm saying. But like, I don't know, like I feel like you no longer have to like battle in the guidelines of what's allowed on the Disney Channel. Because again, I don't think it was ever like fit for Disney Channel. Again, I think Gravity Falls was pretty above its time in those regards. Oh, with this lag, this is going to be pretty difficult, I think. Nope, messed it up. Okay, we got this. Yeah, that lag's going to be crazy. Let's see. Give me a second. Can I... Come on. Cool. Okay, yeah, maybe another one. But yeah, no, I'd be super down for more Gravity Falls. I think that'd be cool. I will say though, I think I'm more and it's a lot less likely than Gravity Falls, obviously, because Dana has moved on and she has Knights of Guinevere now, and she's been like she has like actively been like fuck Disney and don't like she gave her entire fan base full permission to like pirate Owl House and not watch Disney Plus and like get rid of your Disney Plus. So Dana will probably never work for Disney again, unfortunately. But I would be, if you ask me, red pill, blue pill, would you want to watch more Gravity Falls or more Owl House? I am personally picking Owl House. That's just, that show is my jam. I also think Disney wants more revivals of that era after Phineas. Yeah, that Disney's in their Disney is in their reboot. Oh man, this lag is killing me. Guys, come on. Disney is in their early 2000s, 2010s revival era. Phineas and Ferb and Zombies and Descendants and Camp Rock and Hannah Montana doing their thing this year, and Wizards of Waverly Place, and they wanted to do the Lab Rat things that ended up not getting picked up. Kind of sad about that, actually. What it's rumored we're getting like some of those other decoms, like a freaking Teen Beach 2 and stuff like that. So Teen Beach 3 and stuff like that. So I don't know. We'll see. I feel like so many people missed out on that era. I mean, I guess if you're not Gen Z, yeah. Like if you're millennial, then yeah, you definitely. The people yearn for Lemonade Mouth too. That's been unironically, I've heard rumors of it. Hey, if you could get the cast back, I'm down. But also, I know they're not getting the cast back. Like, Bridget is not, like, taking time off for NASA. Be like, guys, I'm sorry, I have to go film Lemonade Mouth 2. As much as I would kind of really love it. I mean, with that logic, give me my Good Luck Charlie sequel series with Charlie. It's weird to say I want, like, a Good Luck Charlie spinoff with Charlie, being like, wait, isn't Charlie the character of Good Luck Charlie? But no, not technically. She works for NASA now. She does. She like runs a whole like she runs her own like shell company at NASA. She's like in charge of like an entire thing up there. That's freaking crazy. She's like one of the greater minds of our generation. It's like insane, actually. Lucky Charlie spinoff. Hot take. I think you could do Good Luck Charlie without Bridget. Oh no, I agree. I actually agree. I think actually, in fact, I actually think it works better without Bridget. I think it kind of works to be like, my big sister isn't here, but I want to be with her. Like I want her around. Like I want her advice and she's not here. Oh wait, didn't she leave me all these tapes when I was a kid? Let me rewatch those or like watch through those. Like it actually, in fact, kind of works better. I actually think the only two cast members you need to come back for it, is Amy and Bob. And unfortunately, I don't know if I want Amy back. Just because the actress has had some unfortunate takes. But you know, maybe you can make it work with just Bob. Maybe you can have it be like, this is like a weird example, but like young Sheldon style almost, where it's like, oh, Charlie's going to a special school in Albuquerque, and Bob like travels with her over there to go to school or whatever, to go to a special high school or whatever, and that's where your show takes place or something like that. I think that'd be cool. I think that could work. She could also work for NASA in the show, right? So that would actually be pretty funny. Like if we could just get her on like a FaceTime cameo. Bob, PJ, Gabe, and Charlie. LOL. Yeah, no, I think I know the Gabe actor would absolutely cameo. That'd be cool. That'd be fun. I'd be down for something like that. I think that show out of all the shows just kind of like writes itself in terms of like a sequel series. Where like I remember even when the show ended, I was like, oh, this show will come back in like 20 years. I said the same about Phineas and Ferb as well, though. I was like, oh yeah, that show's gonna come back someday, and I was right. Now, are you guys liking the new Phineas and Ferb show? Because frankly, I am kind of like, I'm not loving it as much as I kind of want to be loving it right now, to be honest with you. I still need to get some of these things. I'd like to get this done. If I can get that done, then maybe we'll call it a day. Prepare for star meals. We can catch more fish. Okay. Works for me. You gonna land? Okay. I think you reveal Lemonade Mouth as a young adult show and properly cover topics like teenage fame and oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I kind of want the cast back for like Lemonade Mouth. I don't know. I feel like Lemonade Mouth is one where if you don't get the cast back, I'm kind of like, well, you should just do like a new IP, kind of. But that's not a bad pitch. I think it pitched properly, it could be cool. But like, I think Lemonade Mouth just works so well on just its cast, and like, it is such a silly concept for a thing. But like, it works because the cast like commits so hard and is so talented at what they do. I still haven't seen it, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not in love with it, man. I think it's a little I don't know. I think they need to find their footing still. I don't think they have. I don't know. I don't know if they found it yet, which is okay. You know, it's been 10 years since the show's been on, so like I think they are warranted a little bit of time to find their footing again. But and you know, there's some good stuff in there, but I don't know. I still need to finish the last couple. I have like 5 left of the season, but Darren, this is how long I think One Piece live action will go for. Okay, let's see. I think they'll get to the thriller arc, which is episodes 337 through 80. And what, you think the show... That sounds like an accusation. I'm not trying to, like, accuse. But, like, do you think the show will just end kind of, like, at a stopping point and not discover the One Piece? Or do you think they'll, like, speed up the process? They'll just be like, oh, this is where they find the One Piece, not where they find it in the anime, kind of thing. It's the same team. A lot of the same team. Dan and Swampy are still heavily, like they are still fully involved. Dan is like the main person behind it, and then you have half of the returning writing team, and then the other half is brand new people who grew up watching it. So a good chunk of it is the same team. I don't know, man. I think some of it just feels very repetitive to me. A lot of it feels very been there, done that. There's not, I don't know. I think they're leaning very heavily on like the special episodes all the time. And I think Phineas and Ferb works so well because it has such a strong formula. But when they break away from the formula, it's special. But when every episode is breaking away from the formula, it doesn't feel so special to me. So I'm curious to see how they continue their journey. I'm still enjoying it though. Like it's still Phineas and Ferb, and I still love it. But okay, that one is done. The One Piece is friends you made along the way. I swear, if it actually ends like that, as wholesome as much. I mean. People would be freaking pissed. Like, realistically, they should be. But also, I'm like... Even from, like, just a little bit I've seen, it's like... That does low-key kind of feel like the messaging of the show a little bit. Is like... even if there is a real treasure in there... I feel like the message is still... Oh, wait, the real treasure is... Like, the journey and the adventure and these memories that we will last, like, a lifetime. Like, that feels like... Again, I think there should be an actual One Piece, but also I think that should be the messaging of just like, oh no, wait, this treasure is great, but I treasure this friendship more, kind of thing. If it can be done in a way that feels like natural, at least. Do you think we're going to start getting updates for Dexter Season 2 yet? Soon. That's interesting. Maybe. I mean, what Comic-Con's coming up, right? It's very possible we get like San Diego Comic-Con this year, maybe? They have a panel? So maybe. So, I mean, not soon, but like soonish. It comes out in the fall, so probably like a couple months from now. What could be the One Piece? What could the One Piece possibly be that will make people? That's the thing. And as someone who's literally 30 episodes into the anime and 90 episodes into the like live action in terms of story, I'm already like, I have a hard time believing there's anything that they could put in there that would satisfy 20 years worth of storylines. Longer, almost 25 years worth of stories and characters and stuff. Like, I think they're really going to struggle, and I think when it is revealed, it is going to be a hard day in hell, because I think the internet will be on fire, either positively or negatively. Like, it could be the best thing ever, and people love it, and the internet will still go crazy. I don't know. I have a feeling it'll just end up driving people to pick up manga and anime. Yeah, the One Piece is GTA 6. That'd be crazy. I have heard people, as someone who has barely watched the anime, like I have heard people say it's like a time travel machine, and the One Piece is like the ability to go back and start the journey all over again or something like that, which would be pretty insane. Okay, let's finish up this thing before we can start wrapping this up. Mine 4 rock spots in the mine. I don't want to go to the mine right now. Something else I can do? We can add it. We can add it. I say Frosted Heights. Is that where that is? Yeah. Are we excited? Wait, where's my marker at? What the hell? Oh, I see. Are we excited for Invincible on Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen? What is what? A 3-episode premiere? GTA 6 or One Piece ending? I think GTA 6. Isn't like the One Piece ending still like 10 years away or something like that? Something crazy? Oh, I don't need to be doing that. I don't need to be doing that. Come on. Move. No, move. Are you gonna listen to the official Daredevil podcast? I don't know. I haven't, I love the concept of all these podcasts for shows and stuff, but, I haven't actually listened to any of them. Not in a way that I don't want to be watching them. I have so much to watch and listen to. I just haven't got around to it, but I'm open to it. I think Charlie feels is Charlie in every episode of it? Because I do low-key like the idea of I would just listen to Charlie and Vincent talk about Daredevil. That does sound fun. And I don't know. Are we gonna get Christian Riddler on an episode? That would be really, really cool. We get them together. That'd be sick. Also, it kind of hit me the other day, with that new promo that came out. Give us speedy, sugary princess her favorite gifts. No, I think we might wrap it up here soon. I think I'm going to try and get some rewards with them. Oh, did Karen get cast in God of War? I did not see that. I've been working all day. That must have came out today. I literally I worked an 8-hour shift, came home at 8, and then set the stream up. So I'm anything that came out today, I'm probably pretty behind on. That's sick. Awesome. She's such a, and I say this politely, but she's such a nerd that fits for her. She seems just to love this nerdum that we live in. How many do I have? 65. Okay. To help you with watching the anime, I can send you a website telling you which episodes are skippable. There's a part of me that wants to do it, though. Is that crazy? There's a part of me that just kind of wants to, go on the journey. I don't know. That might be I'll pass that bridge when I get to it situation. I can't get any more. Can I? No, I cannot. I don't know. I feel right now I'm okay, but maybe once I get into an arc that's unbearable amount of filler, then I might have to call it quits. If GTA is One Piece, then where is it? LOL. At the bottom of the ocean, apparently, because they released that. Darren needs to watch Clone Wars. I know. I don't. Is it bad? I just don't want to. I just don't. I mean this in like the most like respectful way possible, but I just don't care. I want to care. I think I'll really like it, but I just so many other things I want to be watching that isn't Star Wars. I don't know. Pretty sure she also did the VA and mocap and that's sick. Listen, I know I'll love Clone Wars and I'll love Rebels. I, in fact, think I will probably like Clone Wars and Rebels than anything else in Star Wars. Because I love TV, and I love what TV does, and I hear how great it is, and I don't know. I have too many things I want to watch. Alrighty, though. I think we're going to be calling it a day. I don't know if the stream will be staying up on the channel. I might private it. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. We'll see how it goes. Lance got to watch 6 episodes of Invincible. They might as well have given him the whole season. Lance has been bragging about that for weeks, by the way. He's been like, I just watched Daredevil. I'm like, I get it. I know, alright? I understand. You saw Daredevil, or sorry, you saw Invincible early. He did the same thing to us with what's it called? The Pit. He saw The Pit about like a month ago, and I was like, fine, I get it, you're cool. Cheers for a chill stream as always. Hope the chat. Yeah, thank you guys for Power Rangers was goated this week. It was. We're also, I don't know if you guys saw, we're not filming. We didn't film today, so there's probably not an episode tomorrow, but it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, guys, you have a great one. I'll catch y'all hopefully for a pipeline on Thursdays. That also hasn't been filmed yet, so if not, I'll see you for Kingdom Hearts on Wednesday, which also hasn't been filmed yet. Holy shit, we're in pressure time. I'll catch you guys later.